I drive a Mercedes, I have a BMW, I fool around with a Porsche and a Maserati occasionally.
And the road
If that's
choices.
called flamboyance, I mean...
That's called style.
Alright, style or flamboyance, whatever you may say.
A lifestyle so fascinating, it attracted the attention of millions. A personality so glamorous, models and actresses would roam around like a bumblebee over flowers.
Hi, I'm Vijay Mallya, and I love to party as much as you do.
One of the most distinguished personalities of India, Vijay Mallya, who was once on the 7th cloud with his business empire, soon plummeted to earth.
I wish I knew.
March 2016. Vijay Mallya was in the news when he fled to Britain during the time when Enforcement Directorate or ED was behind him due to money laundering of over 9,000 crores in the form of bank loans. So what exactly was this 9,000 crores fraud, and how did Mallya manage to fly away even with ED behind him? Was he only limited to your knowledge of him being a scammer, or was he more than that? Watch till the end to know everything about Vijay Mallya and his scam. Also, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. Vijay Mallya was born on December 18, 1955 in Kolkata. He was the only son of Indian entrepreneur and chairman of the United Breweries Group, Vittal Mallya. When Vijay was just 28, his father passed away and he took hold of the business. He expanded the business in different streams, and his enthusiasm in sports was shown to the world when he bought his own cricket team, Royal Challengers Bangalore, in the IPL. Since a very young age, Mallya was in love with racing, and in fact, he later also formed his own Formula 1 team, namely Force India, in October 2007.
I feel very, very proud as an Indian, and I've always dreamt of a Formula 1 race in India. It'll showcase India as a modern, vibrant nation, and I can't tell you how proud I am today.
Vijay Mallya in 2010 also became a part of the upper house, that is a Rajya Sabha member.
I, Vijay Mallya, having been elected a member of the Council of States, do swear in the name of God that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India as by law established, and that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India, and that I will faithfully discharge the duty upon which I am about to enter.
But resigned just before his second term was about to end in 2016 when he was facing a case of loan default. He had an honorary degree of Doctorate of Philosophy in Business Administration from the Southern California University for Professional Studies.
Essentially because I think that there is nothing better than the beauty of learning. I am today what I am because I have recognized the need to learn on a constant basis.
Mallya also earned awards such as Officier de la Légion d'Honneur, a high award of recognition in France, Global Leader for Tomorrow by the World Economic Forum, and Entrepreneur of the Year award at the Asian Awards. These were a few of his achievements, from expanding business to serving in the upper house, from owning a sports team, a Formula 1 team, to receiving so many awards. But there is one name we didn't mention yet, the name directly associated with the Indian tycoon, Kingfisher.
Welcome aboard Kingfisher Airlines. From the day we've started flying, I've tried to create the finest experience for you and bring back the element of style in travel.
This is where it becomes interesting. Kingfisher beers are sold in several countries, but it was Kingfisher Airlines that led to Mallya's downfall and later what you would say, a scam. Kingfisher Airlines started in 2005 with a vision of making it the best 5-star airlines in India. Newly bought aircrafts, beautiful flight attendants, free meals during flights, and in-flight entertainment made Kingfisher a whole new experience in budget. Kingfisher also had separate first-class department with free liquor service. All these facilities made it a choice of both middle class as well as business class or rich travelers. Mallya, however, was not just satisfied by domestic routes of his airlines and wanted to expand to international routes. Kingfisher, however, didn't complete 5 years and was not eligible to do so. This led to acquisition of Air Deccan by Mallya to fulfill his goal, and in 2008, Kingfisher got permission to fly on international routes.
And I also put a condition that these airlines must be separate. Brands must be separate, airline must be separate. So he agreed to all those conditions.
In 2009, Kingfisher became one of the leading airlines in India. However, things not always are what they seem to be. Despite acquiring Air Deccan and getting permission to fly internationally, Kingfisher was in heavy losses.
Maybe I was a little naive, maybe I took him at his word. A lot of people told me who were close to it that look, he has already made up his mind to change the airline's name. You know, he wants to change the brand, he wants to change the model, he wants to make it to one airline. So I was shocked.
To run the company still, Mallya took loans from several banks including SBI, IDBI, PNB, etc. To cope up with the expenses, Kingfisher didn't pay employees their salary, held passengers' service tax, PF and income tax of the employees and did not pay it to the respective departments.
विजय माल्या हमारी सैलरी दो, सैलरी दो, सैलरी दो, विजय माल्या सैलरी दो, सैलरी दो, सैलरी दो, विजय माल्या, हाय हाय, विजय माल्या, हाय हाय, we want justice, we want justice, we want justice.
A Canadian research firm, namely Veritas Invest, published its article called A Pie in the Sky, in which it mentioned how Kingfisher Airlines was in heavy debt and losses, but it did not disclose it to the public. Mallya later, in an interview, slammed Veritas, saying it had a lot of factual errors.
I'm rather surprised actually that the so-called Veritas report is being so extensively quoted. Frankly, I've never heard of Veritas. It's a shame that there's been so much attention paid to the Veritas report, which contains a lot of glaring factual inaccuracies.
Eventually, on 20th October 2012, Kingfisher Airlines was shut and its license was cancelled. It is said that it was also little negligence from the banks as they lent loan to Mallya's Kingfisher only on its trademark, reputation and future project plans even after Veritas report and SBI declaring Kingfisher as NPA.
Debt is a part and parcel of business. If indeed what the media was saying was correct, my banks would panic first. But my banks are willing to lend me more money because the banks know the fundamentals, having done their due diligence on my businesses. My track record is flawless. I pay back my debt.
Mallya also used these funds to support his IPL team Royal Challengers Bangalore and Force India, which we mentioned earlier. He ran these when employees of Kingfisher did not get their salary since months. Several employees came out in protests and one of an employee's wife committed suicide, clearly mentioning in a note that her husband didn't get salary since 6 months, causing tough conditions for them.
जो हमारा किंगफिशर ने सैलरी इतने साल से रोक के रखा है, अभी पता चला है कि मिस्टर माल्या जो है वो देश छोड़ के जाने वाले हैं. उसके बाद में हम अपनी सैलरीज की जो मांगे हैं, जो हमारी सैलरी है, जो हमारा बकाया, वो कौन देगा?
Experts believe there were several mistakes that led to this downfall, especially acquiring Air Deccan. Mallya, on the other hand, claims that recession of 2008 led to this, and also fuel prices became too expensive. Few people know that Mallya offered an amount of 4,000 crores for settlement, but lenders demanded at least 4,900 crores.
I have already expressed my willingness to settle with the banks. A settlement offer was proposed to the Honorable Supreme Court of India, which obviously means it was a very serious offer. Now, the Supreme Court has directed the Debt Recovery Tribunal to dispose of the main matter in 2 months. But notwithstanding that legal process, my offer for settlement stands.
Majority of Kingfisher breweries has also been sold and several of his assets, including Kingfisher Villa, has been auctioned. In early 2016, when Mallya was warned about his arrest, he flew to Britain on 2nd March 2016, mentioning it was just a regular business trip to London. Vijay Mallya is still fighting his case in UK to avoid extradition to India.
I'm here to watch the game.
Thanks for watching till the end.
Peace!